So who's the most powerful character in Star Wars? Well, before the new trilogy, we didn't really know. It was more so Palpatine or Vader or someone from Legends. However, now that we have Snoke, could he be the most powerful? Well, in a recent interview with Andy Serkis, who plays Snoke, he was asked a number of different things, which I won't go into, they don't really matter. However, he is asked this one question that I was pretty surprised by. He was asked if Snoke is more powerful than Darth Vader or Emperor Palpatine. This was his answer. Without question, he has limitless resources, let's put it that way. He then goes on to say, there's a frailty and a damage to Snoke. His face is cleaved in, scars across his mouth, contorted body, but without giving too much away, he is strong. He is the dark end of the Force. He's the leader of the First Order, but he has his own agenda. He's a cruel manipulator. So as always, there are a few things I want to address about this. Now, if he is more powerful than Vader himself, then that means Force Choke and everything we've seen from the Dark Lord should be just a joke. If he's more powerful than Palpatine, then that means Force Lightning is a thing of the past for him too. I'm trying to imagine just what new abilities he'll show us that basically make everything we've seen just look like child's play. Now, the part about him having limitless resources, what could this mean? Well, what I take from this is that he may not be organically as powerful as the Emperor or Vader, who was made by the Force itself. However, his resources allow him to be. We know he's rich, right? We know there's a casino city called Canto Bight, so could he perhaps own this casino? If that is the case, then he is probably well respected in the public's view. Since he is so old and ancient, what else could these limitless resources be? Artifacts, possibly relics, Jedi or Sith holocrons? We know the Emperor's Cane, for example, was a powerful artifact in Legends, and Snoke's Black Kyber crystal ring leads me to think that's a source of his power, or maybe a tool he uses to connect with the Force. The piece where Serkis says Snoke is the dark end of the Force itself. Notice how he mentions the word end. That means we have a spectrum now. Things are no longer black and white. They're full of color, so to speak, and somewhere each character lies within the end of the spectrum. Luke, I'm guessing, lies in the middle after having experienced all sides now, or what we're led to believe. Rey and Kylo most probably are still finding where they lie in the spectrum of the Force, and Snoke is not just at the dark end of it all, he is the dark end of the Force. So perhaps he has awoken by the Force and made from the Force itself. As I've mentioned before, could Order 66 have awoken him? All that Force energy dissipating into the air with the loss of Jedi lives. I wonder what his agenda could be. Serkis makes it seem as if he has a different plan than the First Orders, which is to conquer the galaxy as usual. So there must be something bigger here that we are about to see. If Snoke is to be more resourceful and powerful than Vader, then where does this leave Luke? And that's why I put Luke in the thumbnail, because Luke beat his father when he tapped into the dark side. So he must have used different parts of the spectrum, or so we're led to believe. However, he was put to the floor at Palpatine's hands, literally. So could Luke have surpassed Palpatine at this point? I think he might have. And the part about Snoke's face being cleaved in, well, in Star Wars we don't really have cleavers, or do we? If he's ancient, then could he have been hit in the face or in the head with a sword? Or is that just another way of saying he was hit in the face by a lightsaber? I know there are a lot of people out there that still think Plagueis could be Snoke. However, I think Plagueis is a thing of the past. With just less than 2 weeks away, I'm counting down the days, and I can't wait to see the movie that we've all been waiting for. It's been, what, 2 years now? I know, it feels like forever for me too, but we're almost there, guys. Don't worry, hold on. Home stretch. Thank you for watching today's episode. Let me know what you think about all of this and Snoke being more powerful than Vader or Palpatine. And I will see you all in the next episode of Star Wars Theory. Let me know what you want to see. Until then, my fellow Jedi and Sith friends, remember,
The Force will be with you always.